So there are these box sets of really good movies and really terrible movies, and I'm slowly working my way through them. So today I'm watching the 1940 film The Devil Bat. All I know is that Bela Lugosi is in that, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, and I know they are a famous horror actor, so I'm very excited to see their performance. I haven't seen a ton of their stuff. I don't think I've seen any of their movies, to be honest, so I'm very excited to finally see their performance. I don't know the director, any other cast members, the plot, anything like that. I'm guessing there will be a bat of some kind, but that's my only real prediction. But thank you so much for sharing in this first time watching with me. If you have any other suggestions for movies you think I should watch, please comment below. And if you want to have a say in what movies or TV shows I watch, be sure to join Patreon. And as always, please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, and check back often for more awesome content. I don't recognize that title. Okay. Yes. Okay. He is in this. Excellent. Oh, shoot. The doctor's up to no good. Private experiments. Weird, terrifying experiments. Dun 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 dun. Heathville. Okay. Is that an actual town? I don't know. Do these experiments involve bats in some way? Oh, I love a secret hideaway. Yes. Swoop, right through the bookcase.
A few days ago, you were as small as your companion.
He's giving the bats shock therapy? Oh, it's a giant bat. Oh, I thought it was like a cluster of like 20 or something that were hiding in the middle, not one giant one. Oh my gosh. Secret hideaway upon secret hideaway. Quite the secret layer he's got going on here. I've noticed like experiments and science seem to be like a big plot line in these like older movies. And also involving like insects or a creature of some kind. He's like, nope, not cooked yet. Let me give you a little bit more time. And it looked like they had like footage of a real bat when they had the close-up, and then obviously a very fake bat for this, but obviously I'd rather have a fake bat during these scenes than them conducting experiments on actual animals. Oh, it's growing even bigger! He's like, yes, yes! Victory! That would be terrifying. I don't think bats are gross or anything like that, or creepy. I know some people are scared of them, but a giant one would be terrifying, that's for sure.
Special occasion. I bet Mary is going to announce her engagement to that young rascal, Don Morton.
That young rascal? Definitely hints of an Italian accent, which makes sense given his name.
This bonus check, $5,000.
He's making shaving cream? I thought he's growing giant bats. What are we doing? He's making shaving cream for the bats? No, that can't be. That's too weird. I mean, I know there's a lot of weird scope things already happening, but... You startled him. Aren't they nocturnal also?
Yes.
Is that a sound bats actually make?
Well, strike. To kill.
He's creating killer bats that are somehow drawn to this aftershave?
Well, let's see what it is. $5,000.
What would that be today?
Now rub it on the tender part of your neck.
The tender part. He's like, so the bat knows exactly where to strike. Go for the softest, weakest part of your neck. You know, right on the veins. Just gets all wide-eyed, like, yes, yes!
Oh, it's still in the experimental stage. I want to try it out on several people first and see if it works.
Victims, you mean? Several victims, yes.
Good night, Doctor. Goodbye, Roy.
Yes. Wasn't, I believe this actor was most known for playing Dracula if I'm remembering correctly. I haven't seen it, but I remember his name was associated with, like, not Frankenstein, but like another...
Like a bone tossed to a faithful dog.
That, like, inner monologue dialogue? Is that what he was saying?
What have you got, Doctor?
It's like, I don't feel appreciated in my workplace, so I will revenge them with a giant bat. Is he just gonna, like, take out the whole family? Because he's like, they don't appreciate my work, you know, like, they threw a dog a bone, basically. He's like, they made how much money, and they've given me, you know, this little amount. Doesn't feel like it's enough, I guess. Oh my, I thought the bats are free. Oh, shoot. That's a great car. They don't look like, they look like not great, but I've seen worse. That aftershave. Oh, just like that. Swoop and attack.
I never saw anything like it before. The jugular vein is severed.
Yes, he went right for the vein. Oh my god, this bat has been trained to kill. Dun da da da. Or is the doctor gonna be like a Jekyll and Hyde situation?
Well, what have I done now? Who wants...
You wear high pants? Of course I wear high pants. What do you think I am?
Date with a girl?
A girl? Oh, yes, a girl. I believe I did take a girl out once.
Did she smell sweet?
Oh my.
Well, that's because of Martin Heath Cosmetics Limited. They make all that goo that the women put on their faces.
Oh, that goo. Gross.
Who really killed old man Heath's son?
Okay, McGetty, I'm on my way.
You want to talk fast? Of course I talk fast. You want cigarettes on your sandwich? Of course I want cigarettes on my sandwich. What do you think I am?
It's a picture of the victim's wounds.
Mm-hmm.
You'll be able to see it better with this glass.
I'll even just tie his question marks on it. Is he secretly the Riddler?
No,
Couldn't have been one of those African leopard men. They use steel claws.
this isn't.
What the heck is that?
It says that such wounds could have been made by the beak and talons of a bird.
A bird?
Or a bat, perhaps?
Say, a bat has hair like a mouse.
Well,
Quite the detective, this guy.
I'll arrange an interview.
Thanks, Chief. I'll keep in touch with you.
All right.
I'm enjoying it so far. Yeah, I'm curious to see where it's gonna go.
Hello, Doctor.
Hello, Mary. I took a shortcut from my laboratory through a garden hedge.
It's just...
I'd like to spend some time here.
Why, yes, that'll be quite all right.
Thank you. Goodbye, Miss Heath.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, Doctor.
Doctor? Mr. Layton's so handsome.
Oh, you know what I mean. A little more of your stocking.
Gross. What a creep. Get out of there. No.
Frenchie.
Oh, stop crabbing. We're supposed to solve a murder. You,
Beep, you brave journalist.
I wanted to observe your exact reaction when you tried the lotion.
Oh, now I understand.
Puts the lotion on the skin, or else it gets the hose again.
It's a little strong. That'll make the customers think they're getting their money's worth.
Oh, God, or they'll run away because you smell strongly.
Very soothing.
I don't think you ever use anything else.
Well, we wouldn't want
Because you'll be dead. Yeah, goodbye. It's not good night. It's goodbye. It's kind of reminding me of the wasp woman with, like, beauty products and insects or animals being involved. You know, instead of wasp-infused lotion, it's bat-infused aftershave.
You'll leave these gentlemen to their vigil and go to bed. That's what I'm going to do. Good night.
Good night, Tommy.
Except you won't make it to bed, will you, Tommy? Dun, dun, dun. Mary's gonna be down 2 brothers by the end of this. Oh, bat attack! Oh, shoot! Get that photo! Oh, you better hurry up!
Homer, I'll fire both of you.
I'm not coming home, and neither is One Shot. I'm keeping him here to get a picture of the devil bat.
Hey, that's the name of the movie.
Where is this bird stuffing emporium? Oh, down on Cottage Grove Avenue.
So their plan is to get a taxidermied version, so he has time to pose and to, like, pull focus and get this photo for the newspaper. Da 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 da. Yeah, I was wondering how, like, the devil would come into things, but they're obviously just using it for, like, a marketing purpose in the title. Oh, man, everybody's down. Donald's done. They definitely got right into the bat attacks. Oh my god. That doesn't sound good.
Say, what's the idea of breaking up my devil bat? I'm gonna make you pay for that.
Oh, they shot it?
Boy, if I got a picture, it'll knock McGinty dead. Meet the devil bat.
Oh, he still got his shot.
Yeah. See, I can touch this picture up so the bat'll look like he's got nothing around him but nothing.
1940s version of Photoshop? What are you gonna do?
Whoever constructed the strange-looking monster forgot to remove a label from the silk.
Whoops.
That label reads, Made in Japan.
Busted one shot. Made in Japan. Come on. How is he gonna go after Mary? He can't get her to wear aftershave.
We're gonna stay here till we catch that bat, and when we do, I'm gonna bring it in and stuff it down your throat.
Oh my. Quite the exit interview. They seem fine with being let go. They're just like, well, we're figuring this out. Again. Obviously not the first time this has happened.
So what? All the doctor got out of it was $10,000, and the others made a fortune.
Yeah, he's like, they clearly making money off of me.
I am anxious to help solve these crimes. All the victims were very dear friends of mine.
And that's why you killed them.
I compounded this myself. It's a new shaving lotion. I'm experimenting.
So he admits it. Dun, 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 dun.
Very asinine.
You mean you believe there is a devil bat?
Why not? You saw it, didn't you?
It's like, I know it exists because I created it.
Since you're going to stay here for a while, I would like you to try out.
Oh, don't do it. He's not subtle at all. He's like, oh, you're still going to investigate the crimes I'm committing? Try out this lotion.
I guess we better be going, Chief.
See you later, Doc.
So long, Dr. Crothers.
Goodbye.
His sign off of goodbye. I love it. And this like evil stare at the camera, like, yes, goodbye forever.
This must be the bat's night off.
That's what he wants you to think. He's like, I never take a night off. I work diligently.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Mary? Who's left? Oh, he's coming for one shot? Oh, yeah. Oh, I think he broke his camera. Oh, yeah, he's coming for you. One shot. Oh, God. That's more than one shot.
I can stuff it myself.
Well, he killed the devil bat. What's the doctor gonna do now? He's gonna have to make another one.
The Neolithic Age is that period of antiquity commonly called the Stone Age.
He thinks the bat's been around that long? Come on, man.
Ignoramus.
Is that Italian for something? He's like, well, I'm just gonna make a new one. So, not really a problem of mine. He's like, I got lots of backups. They've definitely used the same shot of the close-up of the bat over and over, but I don't care. I'm glad they at least like went for like a realistic bat where they did the close-ups and then kept like the wide shots, obviously, for these props.
Now you're talking, boss. Okay, we're working for you again. We'll gather up the loose ends and see you in a couple of days. Goodbye.
It's like, oh, now that we have this, you know, crazy story that everybody wants to print it, we're back in business. Let's go.
Do you suppose, well, I don't know how to say it, but
I do.
Oh my. Spicy. I'm really enjoying his performance so far. I definitely need to watch more of his movies.
Well, just leave it here, Doc, and I'll try it in the morning after shaving.
He's like, I prefer if you do it at night, so I can send my bat out tonight. He's like, just don't listen. Just put it on. It's fine. Just do what I tell you. It's cool. Yeah, make sure to get the veins. Yeah, that's really important.
A net profit of over $1 million. Not bad, eh?
They made $1 million and they gave him 5,000.
Your laboratory, with your experiments, dreaming up something new.
He's like, oh, I definitely thought of something new.
Well, I do dream. Dreams that you could never guess.
Probably very dark, twisted dreams involving killing people with bats.
What is it?
When you'll find out, Henry, it'll be too late.
Yep, definitely. This is definitely not subtle.
I've already proved it 3 times.
Is that an admission? He just admit to killing 3 people? He's like, oh shoot, I may have overplayed my hand there. Retreat. He carried him in the trunk? What? He's like, you know what? Forget this whole escaping out of the window. Same shot we've used for the previous 3 kills. I'm going to store them in the trunk of my car. That seems like a safe place for these killer bats. So that when he gets out of the car, they'll be right there. Oh, he's so close to being safe. Oh, he got him. Yeah, he didn't get a chance to deliver his message about the clue. Oh, they think it's the mate of the first one. Okay, interesting.
A human controlling a bat is fantastic.
Just the same, no villager's been killed or even attacked.
I love the way he just blatantly says what he's doing, but then he's like, that's crazy.
I must be running along home. It's past my bedtime. Good night, gentlemen.
Good night,
Good night,
Doctor.
Martin.
Good night,
Good
Doc.
night, Doctor.
Goodbye. He said goodnight to everybody else, but he said goodbye, Mary. Mary's next.
Did you fill my perfume bottles with something new?
Oh, no, mademoiselle. I never touch your perfume.
Oh, he put in her perfume. Okay. Oh, Mary. Your neck is exposed. You're in trouble now. The bat's gonna come in through your window. Oh, the window's closed. Oh, Mary will be safe.
Mary, can you hurry over?
I'll be right there.
Good.
Yeah, they're like, we know it's him, so we're just gonna play along like things went as planned.
Perfectly well, Mr. McGuire.
Well, you ought to see my tongue. It looks just like a squirrel's tail. Look.
He's like, I don't want to stay. I want to get out of here. Obviously, my plan didn't work, and now he's gonna find Johnny snooping around. He's gonna pour it on him. Oh, shoot. He's like, yes, yes, my plan, excellent. He's like, you're doing it for me. I don't even have to convince you to put this stuff on.
Witness.
I'm sure it would be just a waste of time, but I'll be glad to watch your experiment.
He's like, you know what, that sounds awful, but I'll come with you anyway.
I tell you, Leighton, expecting a bat to be attracted by the scent of a lotion is all foolishness.
It's your idea. It's the exact plot of this movie. It's your whole plan this whole time.
Theory, the killer wouldn't attack me. I haven't any of that lotion on me.
He's like, oh! He's like, that's where you're wrong. But now you do. Attack! Attack! Lotion attack!
You wouldn't understand the scientific theory.
He's just fully admitting it now. He's like, I'm caught. Just going for it. Where's your bat, though? Oh, here he comes. Ah, the doctor's escaping! Oh, yeah, we got him! Attacked by his own creature! Oh, the irony! Oh, no! I thought it attacked the doctor!
Well, it's too late to help the doc.
The end. Doctor's dead. Devil Bat's dead. So that was my first time watching the 1940 film The Devil Bat, starring Bela Lugosi. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. I really enjoyed his performance. I definitely need to watch more of his films. From what I've been told, he's an iconic horror movie actor, so I'm very curious to watch more of his films. I don't know if he typically plays the villain. He did in this movie, and I really enjoyed his performance. Even though it was a relatively short movie, I felt like he was, very convincing as this evil doctor scientist, and especially the way that he would say goodbye, and that was kind of like the audience's nod to know, like, okay, this person's next. And obviously we saw with the lotion as well, when he's going around the room saying goodnight to everybody until he gets to Mary, and then he's like, goodbye. He's like, because he knows they're next and that they're going to be killed off. It was interesting to have just that one word be so powerful and just kind of be that sign that, okay, this person's not going to make it till the morning, basically, like, they're done. I wasn't expecting it to be in color, but that was a nice surprise. I don't mind watching black and white or color movies, so it was fine with me. Given how the movie ends with the doctor being killed and the devil bat being killed off as well, I don't know if there are sequels or remakes or anything like that, so comment below and let me know. I know this came out a long time ago. I haven't heard of anything, but comment below if you think I should watch them. I like how we find out right away who the bad guy is, even with the text on the screen. We've got that set up, and we don't have to wait like 2 or 3 acts of them, figuring it out and going through the motions. It was more like him trying to evade being caught, and even he sticks to the same method of killing people. And when the doctor accidentally, reveals too much. He's like, oh, I've done it 3 times before and I've been successful. And he's just feeling so confident, in these skills that he hasn't been caught yet. That guy figures it out and he tips it off to his friends and the police. And he's like, okay, well, I need to have something to tell you, but, wait for me to get there. And then obviously we see him being killed off. It's too late. He doesn't have time to get there. So, and I like that there was those little pieces in it. It wasn't just like, yeah, we think it's you, and then he's caught right away. There was a little bit of cat and mouse between, Johnny, the reporter, and the doctor, and going back and forth, and Johnny sneaks into his place and, putting all the clues together. I feel like the bats look decent. I feel like they use the same shot of the close-up of the real bat every time, but I didn't really care. That didn't really matter to me. But I'm glad they at least had that shot for the close-ups, and then when we had the wider shots, obviously they used the prop, but still, even from a wide shot, it didn't look horrible. We didn't have like an extreme close-up of the fake bat, which is fine. Like if your budget is smaller, I don't know what the budget for this was, but stick to those wide shots and just use, the close-ups when you need them. And the fact that he's not only making a bat that attacks people based off of this lotion, but that he makes it a giant bat as well. It's like, okay, a bat attack, maybe they'd be able to fend it off, but it makes it a giant bat, so it's even scarier. And the fact that the doctor just felt like this, unappreciated employee, and it sounds like he missed an opportunity to become part of the company, and he said he took like cash instead of stocks in the company or something like that. They were making millions and he was making like $10,000 or $5,000, which I still feel like would have been a significant amount of money in this time, but not in the grand scope of things, obviously. And he felt like he was being taken advantage of, and they were just, using him as their cash cow basically, and just cashing in all of his formulas. And Carruthers just felt so arrogant, even when Layton, says, how did you get them to be so big? Like, how did you make these giant bats? And, the doctor responds like, oh, you wouldn't understand. Like, you wouldn't have the scientific mind to understand the processes. And the Carruthers just feels so like high and mighty that he's created this scientific breakthrough, but is using it for evil, obviously. I've definitely noticed a lot in older movies, this connection between a lot of science experiments and a lot of like beauty products or some kind of product that would turn against you. I don't know if that was like them focusing on consumerism, or maybe I'm just reading too much into it, but it definitely reminded me of the Wasp Woman, where she's using that wasp jelly to stay, younger looking, and then turns into a killer wasp. This, we had a bat being sent after people using a specific, shaving lotion. Maybe those are the only two like that, but I feel like it's definitely a niche category. So yeah, comment below, are there other films that kind of fall into that group? I fully feel like Carruthers thought he was going to get away with this, even when he would outright say exactly what he's doing, but then be like, that's insane, like just to put it out there to prove to people how crazy the idea is. He's like, a bat that attacks people based off their lotion? Like, that's insane. Like, how that can't happen. Like that's exactly what you're doing. You just admitted it. You're just putting it out there. It just felt like just such an interesting way to prove his innocence by saying exactly what he's doing. But again, it just sounds like such a crazy plan. No one believes him. I really liked Carruthers' laboratory with his different like hideaways and the secret bookcase, which led to a secret stairway, which led to the secret like fake rock wall that the door was carved into, and just that's where he kept his bats. There was like a picnic basket on a dresser for some reason. I don't know why the picnic basket was there out of all his like evil, scientific things that he has going on. When is he going on picnics? I don't know, but I just remember that stuck out because they show the same shot of him walking up the stairs and the same shot of the window opening over and over, so you really notice those things. And we have the use of media to help tell the story. We've got all those newspaper headlines, every time someone's killed, it's in the newspaper, and he's slowly taking out this family who's wronged him, and then he's going after them. And even when we have the radio broadcast as well, when he's interviewing this guy, he's like, oh, this must be a bat left over from the Neolithic age, like the Stone Age. And I was like, how is that possible? And even Carruthers is like, you idiot, like why would you say that? And then when another one shows up, he's like, oh, it must be the mate of the other one. Like he's just trying to rationalize it, obviously, but also his explanation made zero sense. And the way that the lotion would evaporate after it was left on the neck, so even if they found the body, they'd be like, okay, we can't test the lotion, we need a full bottle of itself on its own so we can test all the components of it. But every time they would get so close to someone's neck and they could see the marks, they're like, okay, this is an animal. And I wasn't expecting them to pick bat so soon. That definitely would have been the first thing that came to mind, but again, we don't want this to be a 12-hour movie of them running through all the possible animals. I thought the actor who played Johnny, the newspaper writer, was good. I don't recognize him, so comment below, has he been in other movies? What would I know him from? But I enjoyed his performance as well. I thought everybody's performance in this this was decent, but the Doctor and Johnny's the ones that stood out the most to me. And Johnny basically wore the entire thing throughout the same movie, and the fact that his tie had question marks on it, and it's just like, is that supposed to prove his like inquisitive mind that he's here to solve this mystery? It honestly reminded me of the Joker from Batman. It also kind of reminded me of the Alfred Hitchcock movie The Birds, except instead of birds it has bats, and these bats have specific targets, whereas the birds just seem to attack anybody and everybody that was available basically. So yeah, I'm very curious if there's any correlation to that. I know the birds came out later, but yeah, it was an interesting comparison. Overall, I enjoyed it. I would watch this again. It was a relatively short movie, I think just over an hour, and was relatively entertaining. I wasn't bored throughout. I thought the pacing was good, and I really liked Dr. Carruthers, Bella's performance. So yeah, comment below. I need to watch more of his movies, so if you have any recommendations, please let me know. I'm glad we got to see the bat. I was worried it would be all off camera or it would look terrible, and maybe it did, but we just really couldn't tell from those wide shots. So I love that they had those effects in there, and even when One Shot makes, that taxidermied bat to string across the line for his photo, so he has time with his, older camera to set up the shot properly and to make sure it's in focus and to do all of these, extra steps to prove the bat, even though it ends up getting him fired because it was a fake photo and they found out that it was fake and it was made in Japan. But comment below if you know how they made the bats. I really enjoyed the actors' performances. Just an interesting story, again, with the science experiments. I don't think I've really seen, bats and lotion put together before, so that was an interesting approach. But thank you so much for sharing in this first time watching with me. If you have any other suggestions for movies you think I should watch, please comment below. And as always, please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, and check back often for more awesome content. The Doctor's up to no good! Swoop! Right through the bookcase. He's making shaving cream? I'll even his tie has question marks on it. Yeah, goodbye. It's not good night. It's goodbye. 1940s version of Photoshop? What are you gonna do? They made $1 million and they gave him 5,000. I love the way he just blatantly says what he's doing, but then he's like, that's crazy. Do these experiments involve bats in some way?